Welcome back to another episode of Home Sweet Home Cooking. I'm your host Rocky. My mom is going to be just running around in the background of this video while she's preparing for our next one. We've got company coming over this weekend, so we're going to shoot 3 videos in one day. So there's going to be a little bit of stuff going on in the background, but it won't affect the videos. This one here is a simple casserole-ish. It's called No Peak Chicken, and it's real simple to do. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. Number 1 is a box of Uncle Ben's long grain and wild rice mix. We're going to put the rice portion of it, into a greased 9x13 pan. On top of that, you're going to put your meat. In this case, we've done this with, growing up, we did a lot of partridge hunting, so we used partridge breast in ours. This one here, we're going to be using chicken. Had some quarters, the dark meat quarters on sale, so I picked up a bag of that. And that's what we're going to use for this.
And pork chops.
I've done it with pork chops, she's done it with pork chops. I like the thick cut pork chops for this over the thin. The thin would work fine. I think I've done that as well. When you put the chicken in, and with the pork chops, it's kind of important. Did you take the knife back over there, Ma, or did I leave it?
Did you what?
The knife.
I got it.
I need it.
I'll give it to you.
Yep, I need it real quick. You want to take some of the excess skin off of it if you're using chicken, especially dark meat. There's a lot of fat just hanging off in that skin, and you're going to make the rice really greasy if you don't take that off. So just take off that little bit of fat that's on the bottom. If you got a piece of the tail piece, this one, the tail's already cut off. But you just want to trim it up a little bit. That little flap of meat can stay, that's not a big deal. But you can see there's bigger chunks of fat can come off. You can leave them on, you don't have to trim too much off.
And you can skin the chicken if you want to.
Yeah, if you want skinless and boneless, you can go ahead and just buy skinless, boneless chicken. You could do breast, because once you do a grouse, it's basically just the breast meat. There's no skin on it, so we've done it, and that's a dry meat. You're going to cover this with foil, so it's going to stay in a steamed, wet, moist environment. But you got your rice down, put your chicken on top. If you like more rice, you can add a little more rice in. You're just going to have to add a little more liquid in later. So we have chicken, the rice, the chicken. Next up, you're going to take the seasoning pouch from the rice, and you're just going to sprinkle that quasi evenly over everything, like that. And then you're going to take 1 can of your favorite cream of whatever soup mix. We're using cream of mushroom in this one. I've done it in chicken. I've done cream of chicken, I've done cream of onion, I've done cream of celery, because that's what I have on the counter. Pork, I probably wouldn't do cream of chicken. Cream of mushroom would be good with pork. And I've done pork where I've actually sliced mushrooms and put the mushrooms in the rice. So you've got a little bit extra body in there. And that came out really good as well. So now you're just going to pour this over the top. Make sure everything gets a little bit moist on the top. And it'll eventually find its own level in the bottom, so you don't have to worry about covering every little nook and cranny. Got that down. And last but not least, the final ingredient is a can of onion soup mix. We like Lipton's. I've used the store-bought ones, but Lipton's is the I guess the original, so it's kind of the go-to. And it's just your regular onion soup and dip mix, nothing special. If you find something else along those lines, you can use it. That's up to you. And again, you just want to sprinkle that, so you get a little bit of onion on top of each piece of chicken. And some down in the liquid mixture as well. And finally, cover it with tin foil. Get a good seal on there. If you got a casserole that's got a lid, that's fine too. If you just want to seal it in, like say you want to trap that steam inside, that's going to help keep the moisture content in there, keep things from drying out. And once you have this made, you can throw it in the fridge. You can do this in the morning, you can do it the night before, throw it in your fridge, and then when you're getting ready to cook, that's when you take it out and put it in there. 325, preheated 325 for 2 to 3 hours. It's called no peak chicken. Once it's covered, you don't lift this off. You leave it tight so the steam doesn't get out and you don't have to look. It's that simple. So we're putting this in right away, right? Because they should be here. For us it's 2 o'clock. We've got company coming, so that's going to give us a 5 o'clock feeding time. I'm hoping to remember to get some video of this before we eat. Sometimes I forget. My stomach takes over instead of my brain. But I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll see you in 3 hours for us, and probably about 13 seconds for you guys. Back in a bit. Alright, it's been in the oven for 3 hours. It is done. Just to serve it, simple. Gonna scoop it out. They'll probably fall apart, they're so tender. You want to let go of the tripod so it stops shaking? Thank you. And there's a little bit of fat in there, as I say, from the skin melting down. Just mix that into the gravy, or into the rice to make a gravy with it. Serve it up with a vegetable of your choice on the side. And that is an easy meal. No peak chicken. If you like that recipe, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. If you have any other easy recipes like that, please share the recipe in the comments below. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Have a great day.